Okay, right here I'm going to do the second part of the unity, and then which is what are the factors affecting the location of the manufacturing industry. As I've said before, we have to bear in mind the 6 factors. Actually, not just 6 factors. There are more factors to that is affecting the industrial location. But in the previous part, I just want to make it short and then just introduce 6 factors for you. And then for here, you can see the locational factor. Lower cost location which can maximize the profits. And first of all, government policy, what can be government done? Okay, tax concession 啦，subsidies 津貼咁解。OK right here for example nowadays we have to stay in the school stay in the school stay at home and then we have no the business cannot be good, and then the workers cannot go to factory to do to keep on the manufacturing process. So the government can provide some subsidies to letting the business to survive in this period. Okay, so this is the form of the subsidies can be made, and then infrastructure, improving infrastructure, R&D, industrial R&D. Okay, provide more funding for those R&D. Okay, and then industrial estates, park, for example, science park, for example, cyberport, those are the examples. Loans with low interest rate, patent of invention 嗰啲專利啊 ，OK， 香港做得好啲嘅，大陸唔講啦。OK, reducing the land price. For example, industrial land use is having we make fewer. The land price of the industrial is cheaper. Of the industrial land use is cheaper. Okay, how about the capital? Capital we can divide into financial capital and also fixed capital， 即係好似你嗰啲流動 current asset 同埋呢個fixed asset 咁啫嘛，好似你係計 account 嘅話得唔得？capital intensive, when we are talking about capital intensive, if it is capital intensive, most of them are heavy industry. Okay, next one. What is venture capital 咧？Venture capital is talking about危機嘅資金、危機嘅資本咩嚟嘅咧？就係 the capital that is capable to suffer the risk， 即係點咧？For example, Mr. Leung is having a lot of money, provided that but not the real case. If Mr. Leung is having a large sum of money, and then he would like to invest something, okay? So what should he invest? If he is just invest on the on those very prudent companies, for example HSBC, you cannot make a good money. You cannot make a large return of money. What you get is just every year several percent increase of the profit. But if Mr. Leung having a great money and then he would like to buy something, earn a good money in return, so Mr. Leung will going to buy this one. Okay, for example, 你而家咧成日話響if your father or mother having a Tencent stock in since 我唔記得幾時佢開始發行啦。Since 2000 啦 maybe I'm not sure. Okay, since 2000, and it will be a good thing because it will be because their return originally the Tencent stock may be just several dollars. Okay, maybe $5, but right now it is returned as a 而家應該有400蚊啩it is $400 already. So if we want to invest if we want to do the investment by taking more profit, we have to suffer more risk. So accordingly, if Mr. Leung want to get a high return, I will put those money in those company that may having a great risk but certainly a great return, just like Tencent. Okay, so this kind of capital is important 若果你冇錢投資嘅話，咁其實你做唔到嘢噶嘛。咁所以咧，你一定要有啲資金咧，我先可以令到啲 high tech industry 咧去做到嘢嘅。So this kind of venture capital have to be available in order to make the high tech industry running. Okay. What is the characteristic of this capital? First of all, provided by the professional, and then most of them are used at R&D, high growth potential, just like this lah. Okay, and then obtained in large cities. You can buy Tencent in where? In Hong Kong only. Okay, so this is the major characteristic of the venture capital. So venture capital is important to those IT industry lah, and also high tech industry. Okay, and then land attribute 地嘅話要點呢？Light industry just need a smaller land, higher land price is okay, but definitely still need a fat land, and then the importance of the land to the industry is lower. How about the heavy industry? Heavy industry, a large area is needed. The land price have to be lower, and then the fat land have to be more, and then the importance of the land is more important. Most of them high-tech industry is in the suburban industrial park. For example, science park. Okay, and then what is any specific land attribute for this industry? Low land price, nice environment, amenities, availability of room of expansion, proximity to the university. So what can be good examples of this? I would like to introduce this to you. Science park. 快啲。Science park in Hong Kong. CCTV sorry, but
Kiss and tell. Here's the secret of your body. Don't get nervous. It's only a test of your glucose level. This paper stick, together with a mobile app, enables diabetes patients as well as anyone to keep track of their health data at home.
It is easy to use and it's suitable for patients of all ages. In terms of concern with safety, that's not a problem. Say if they don't want to use finger pricking because of the pain, the blood, or the wound, so we give them an alternative so that they can use it to monitor how their lifestyle is affecting their glucose level.
The Hong Kong-based technology is
monitor how their glucose level.
After 5 years of research and development, more health-related inventions are on the way. This device by Sonicure delivers medication using ultrasound instead of needles.
I work closely with my PhD supervisor in developing new applications in the eye care space.
High-tech industry.
I test the idea by joining university competitions to see whether it is a feasible way to bring this innovation into the health system.
It's not only feasible but also appealing. All these ideas need is a good place to flourish.
Since last year December, we joined
Hong Kong Science Park.
And we have got a lot of support from Science Park as well, because we are in the incubation program where we are given a very good financial aid package that can help us to support our
financial package.
Like other startups at the Hong Kong Science and Technology Park, Sonicure also gets support for clinical research and market connections. The company expects to launch its finished product in 2 to 3 years.
The park now hosts more than 600 companies, half of them small and macro businesses enjoying research and development support and other resources from the park. Most of them are sure to grow. As the park told me, its startup survival rate is over 75%.
Since its establishment 15 years ago, the park has seen over 400 incubation firms graduate. That's an average of 2 to 3 new companies each month.
Innovation and technology is a very important tool for the Hong Kong growth economy, job creation, for the future of Hong Kong, and also for the younger generation. For the past 15 years, the Science Park has built a very good foundation. Actually, Hong Kong Science Park is becoming an attractive place for a lot of mainland Chinese graduate students to start the technology in Hong Kong.
And the park is ready to help more companies translate their technology into products, which is key to its mission to turn Hong Kong into a hub for innovation. Mao Dan, CCTV, Hong Kong.
Yeah, CCTV, Hong Kong. Yeah, very good. So, this is the so this is how Science Park work. Okay, it's near to the CUHK. 轉一轉個字先。It's near to the CUHK 響沙田㗎嘛。And then a lot of good government policies and also a lot of good place for good land for the development of the high-tech industry. Okay, so what is the effect of the raw materials? If the raw materials is having a stronger rate, 佢重啲嘅話咧，會點樣咧？It needs to be raw material oriented. For example, this one 呢個係咩嚟㗎 ？Sugar mill 糖廠啊 ，OK，making those sugar，OK，、from what is the raw material of the sugar, which is sugar cane 蔗，食蔗啊你嗰啲蔗 ，OK 嚇。And then when we have to use the sugar mill to make it into sugar. If you want the sugar put into your coffee, it's going to process like this. Okay, so it is a lose. The sugar refining industry will lose the rate. Okay, and then it's the examples of rate losing industry. And rate losing industry is always the raw material oriented industry. Okay. Sugar, okay, I'm not going to go through one by one because it's kind of easy. Sugar mill is always located near the raw material and then much heavier and higher, and transport cost is lower, raw material are perishable, and then preserved raw material oriented. Bye bye. Hey, it's quite easy. How about the power resource? Power resource at the very beginning at 80 decades or 90 decades is really important factors. Okay, for example, the aluminium smelting 嗰啲煉鋁業啊 ，OK 嗰鋁罐咧，你飲汽水嗰啲鋁罐咧 the can for the Coke is aluminium. Okay, so power is the more important factor for the aluminium smelting. Okay, because when you're doing the aluminium smelting, a lot of energy will be used to electrolyze 就話電導啊，將啲you have to connect the aluminium with the electricity. So in order to refine the aluminiums out, so accordingly a lot of power is needed. Okay, so it is usually located in the HGP, which is a cheap labor resource, cheap energy resource, and then which have to be power oriented. Okay, in short, aluminium needs a lot of power resource, so it needs to be power oriented. How about labor? Two places. One of them, this is definitely maybe Vietnam, right here, maybe Hong Kong. So what kind of industry will pick what kind of place? For example, high-tech industry 咪 high-tech industry will go to Hong Kong. How about the labor-intensive industry? Maybe we go to the wetland. Why? Because the cost matter, the production cost matter. Okay? Toy industry， 如果你要做水箭龜糖膠公仔嘅，你會唔會走去香港做啊？唔會啊嘛，你係會走去越南做啊嘛，因為夠平啊嘛。This industry demand a lot of large amount of semi-skilled labor, and then the supply of the labor of this place is abundant. Okay, low labor costs can help to cut the production costs. And then 如果你係要做藥劑啊頭先都睇咗啦as we have shown in the previous video, you can see the different medical products will go to science park, right? So science park, the medical company 你藥劑啊嘛，呢個即係 medical 啦which is more or less the same as medical, and they will choose to locate in the place. Why? Okay, why? Because the skilled labor right here. 頭先嗰個老細好串嘴咁嘛。我係我 PhD 嗰個即係讀 doctor 個 supervisor， 我會同佢傾偈嘅，翻 CHK 咁樣噶嘛。So they need a skilled labor, and then more important than the labor cost and also the quantity. OK 咁做水箭龜糖膠公仔做玩具嘅 toy will definitely labor intensive. OK, and then but some of them are not very good, although they are some of them are very although there are lots of labor, however they are not a good place for the labor intensive industry to be located. Why? Because some of them is having a strong labor union, and then less favorable for the industrial development, because the delay production will cost, and also the increased production cost will occur. 點解喺大陸做嘢好啊？因為唔會罷工啊嘛。但係你喺英國開廠啊嗰啲啊，係咪都同你罷下工先噶嘛 ？So that is the difference. England will always have the strike, so it's not a good place for the manufacturer to set up their business right there. But however, the China is better because the labor union is not very strong. So accordingly, so it is easily to be to save the production costs. For here, I would like to introduce this word, perishable, which is easily to be decayed, 易腐壞的。OK， bulky heavy 唔講啦 ，easily outdated 嗰啲唔講啦，好冇啊 ？So if the finished product is bulky, it have to be located in the market. So it have to be market oriented. Access to the business partner， 頭先都講過啦，就係話嗰條片咧Science Park, you can see the guys in the Science Park. I always need to find my PhD supervisor, so they have to have a face-to-face contact with the business partner. So the R&D center, we have to locate in the next to the university for a better access to the business partner. Okay, the information collected can be more easily. How about the transportation and telecommunication? 你有if you are locating in here, what will happen? If I want to transport the good out of the factory, or before we produce the good, we have to collect the raw material from other area. If you are located in A, what happened? You cannot collect something, okay? Because it's no good. The transportation is no good. How about location B? Location B is better. So transport is important, but however, we have to identify what is the requirement between the factory and also headquarters. For the factory, it would better locate in C because it is more accessible, and then it leaves a lot of logistics to facilitate the raw material and also the finished product transportation. How about the headquarters? Headquarters would better locate in the city center. because the telecommunication is better, and then the efficient exchange of information. Okay. Access to the management, low cost location. Always in the low cost location. If low cost, we can handle the input and distribute the output more efficiently. The reduce of production cost and maximize the profit will occur. Okay, technology. If the technology is high, we don't need labor because automation can help us to do anything. China is most of them doing the automation nowadays. The most successful examples is Japan. 你日本咧都仲係好多工廠啊，但係大部分都係用緊 automation 嘅 ，so it can replace the labor. Okay, so Japan, most of the factory in Japan is using automation to replace the labor. So that's why you may heard Japan is still having a lot of factories right there. Okay, industrial factors 等等啊。Raw material, if it is bulky, then we have to stay next to the raw material. We have to stay next to the raw material product. Okay. For example, the tons, the tons of coal needed for the production, for the transport. Okay. If we can have a bulk carrier, it can help us. 如果我有貨櫃船嘅話，我可以幫我搬到好多嘢㗎嘛。It can help me to transport. It can help the manufacturer to transport a lot of things. Okay, instead of just using this. This is not efficient, right? And then how technology affects the raw material. We can use fewer raw material. For example, for steel, 我而家咧我可以 maybe we can use the scrap iron to help out to help the process. OK， 可以用啲廢鐵咧嚟幫手做嗰個溶嗰個過程啊。So fewer iron ore and coal can be used. OK， scrap iron also can act as a substitute 啦。OK， perishable raw material can be delivered over a long distance with refrigeration technologies. For example, the milk from Japan can be delivered to Hong Kong. Why? Because we are using refrigeration technologies. Okay, and then it will lower the locational importance of the raw materials. Okay， 而家 raw materials 就冇咁緊要。頭先你聽到咧好多咧都係哇 raw materials 好緊要啊，好重嗰啲咧就搞唔掂啊，一定要喺 raw materials 附近去生產噶嘛。咁但係而家就省卻咗好多呢啲咁麻煩啦。The problem from the raw material can be reduced by introducing technology. Okay, and then power resource. The bulk carrier can be used to transport the heavy and bulky power resource at low cost. For example, coal. Coal 咧嗰陣時好煩嘅，有陣時冇 oil 啊嘛。There are no oil in the 80 decades or 90 decades. So coal, the transportation of coal is issue. So that most of the factory have to locate near to the coal mine. Okay. Right now, we can use the electricity transmission technology to allow the electricity to deliver in a long distance, and then it will lower the locational importance. 好多咧，其實有 technology 之後咧，你就會減低咗呢啲咁嘅拉力。The locational factors by introduction of the technology, most of them will be lowered. Okay, how about the market? Again, market also can carry the heavy and bulky material at a lower cost, and also perishable product can be do better by deliver better by the refrigeration technologies, lower the importance of the market 又係一樣都係 decrease 啦，得唔得？落去有冇 case 咧？有 case 啦，呢個係啲咩嚟嘅咧 ？We are talking about the high-tech industry area of the UK. Okay, most of the high-tech industry in UK. Lear is located next to the university. Oxford 咧喺呢度嘅。咁咧我有條路咧由 London 咧去到Bristol， 即係呢邊一個城市嘅地方咧。咁呢度咧我哋會叫佢 M3 corridor 嘅 ，which is a high-tech centre. Okay, M3 corridor is a high-tech centre, just like Silicon Valley in USA. So, why it is it can be done because it's located next to the university. For example, Oxford, Reading, and then there are more. Okay, and then R&D intensive because why we have to locate next to the R&D industry, locate next to the university because it is R&D intensive. Okay, they can gain access to the innovation and then new idea, skilled labor 啦。Okay, while manufacturing is still remained in the same location. 喂，我有好多嘢咧變咗啊嘛 ，because of the technology. The locational factors is changing nowadays, but some of the factory we are still remain in the same location. 噏乜嘢啊？即係譬如話咧 ，nowadays Hong Kong there are some garment factory still remain in Hong Kong, although the mills have been gone already for long times. Okay, but we will call it as the industrial inertia. 呢個叫工業慣性，就話咧佢好多嘢變咗咧，佢都仍然留喺嗰笪地方度。OK， 香港嗰啲製造衫業咧雖然少咗，但係咪完全走晒啊？唔係噶嘛。咁 so it is talking about industrial inertia. Okay, so how is it happen? And you can see this figure 啦。Okay, iron steel work A, iron steel work B, but it's most of them, all of them are located next to a coal field. But right now, what's happening? Some of the iron steel moved to here. Originally, 嗰個 iron steel work 咧 ，B 係響呢個位啊嘛，嗰陣時係，但係佢而家搬咗過嚟。OK, he moved from here to there. OK, and right, what's happening for the coal mine? Coal field. It is the reserve is diminishing. The reserve is diminishing. Okay, so A and B originally located near to the coal field, but iron steel in nature it is raw material oriented. 你咁多鐵咁多煤咧，你好難運噶嘛。It's very hard to deliver the iron and coal. A large amount of coal have to be needed during the steel production, and also the coal is heavy and bulky, and near the coal field would help to save the transport costs. Okay, so accordingly, what's happening for plant A and B? Steel B moved to the coastal region, while steelwork A is remain in the same location. How can I explain this? B is actually Shanghai. Sorry for Chinese no room for English 啦。OK 上海咧就係咁樣嘅 case 啊。上海咧其實你知唔知道係完全冇 coal mine 嘅。OK, actually Shanghai have no coal mine, but the iron steel works is still happening there. Why? Because the coastal location, the coastal location can favor the import of the coal from overseas. Okay, which can save the transport cost by locating next to the coastal region. The technological advancement and also reduced the importance of coal. OK， 咁所以咧嗰個 B 咧我就可以 the iron steel work B 咧 can be located here, but A is still here, and then this is inertia。咁佢唔喐嗰啲咧，我就指住個鼻哥話佢係 this is inertia 啦。OK so 係咯，係講晒啦inertia 啦。So why the industrial inertia is occurred？ 你會唔想喐啊？ difficult to move because the heavy machinery, and then the relocation need high cost。香港好多都係咁啫嘛。Skilled labour 香港又係啦。We can find a lot of skilled labour in Hong Kong. The linkage of business partner is well established. OK, personal preference 我唔中意啊，吹啊咁樣都得嘅，係咪先？Local market is available for the existing location. So that is for the basic factors for Unit 2. So as let's think about it. Let's have a recap for the industrial locational factors. 之前我教咗6個㗎嘛。Previously, I have told you 6 industrial factors, locational factors. What is it? Which is money, capital, government, technology, labor, market, transport. From this lesson, what have you learned on top of these 6? 上面已經有一個啦吧。Industrial inertia, first of all. Okay? And then any more? 其實仲有一個啊嘛，你冇原料點生產呢？哎呀，你冇原料點生產呢？ You need raw material as well. So right now, it is not just 6 factors for an SAO already. There are 8 factors. 其實仲有更多，maybe 9 or 12. Finally, as I haven't forget, it is 12 factors finally. But right now, for instance, from Unit 1 to Unit 2, please bear in mind these 8 factors first. And next lesson, I will talk about the development of iron and steel industry in China, or change over time. Okay, but so have a look about different factors. OK 你去到打後咧，其實咧都係一樣嘅，見唔見到？所以呢個 unit 咧係一個基本功。This is a back to basic section for the Unit 2. OK, as you can see, right here, there's a lot of raw material, land attributes, and transport government. So if you know that 8 factors, if you are familiar with that 8 factors, so you can manage to do the later section. So you will get a better result in the chapter 3. So work hard and goodbye for today.